Hello collective, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle doing your reading today. Just want to see what comes up. Today is September 24th and we're currently under a crescent moon in Scorpio. So if you don't know anything about Scorpios are about endings, allowing for new beginnings. So if you set any intentions, I didn't for the new moon, because it's good to set intentions, right? And they don't have to be like manifestations, because I heard it's not really good to set manifestations during eclipse season because you're not exactly sure what's going to come of it, right? At least that's how it was explained. So I didn't really dive deep into it, but I do believe in setting intentions, you know, and that could be personal intentions, stuff that you want to improve or change within yourself. So with it being the moon currently being under Scorpio, it's about reflecting and going inward, introspection and thinking about in what ways you can, you know, remove or tweak or discard anything that isn't necessarily helping you or is going to allow for you to make really good positive changes, especially if they're tied to intentions that you set. Anything that may be kind of like a blockage or a hindrance in any way that can make things a little bit more challenging with you trying to, you know, make good on whatever intentions you set for yourself. So let's see. I probably babbled on more than I needed to. A little off, not really off, but it's been a little weird for me lately, and I had to take some time off of work just to like regroup myself. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same thing too. This is interesting. I just kind of split the deck because I'm shuffling and I see the Let Go Love card. Letting go of past love opens the door to new possibilities. Are you holding on to an old relationship? Release it and you'll find peace and the potential for new love. Okay. That's interesting that we see that. And underneath that was an admiration. You're worthy of admiration and respect. Have you been downplaying your value? Accept compliments and be proud of your achievements. You deserve recognition. I'm going to take that too. And then underneath that, which is going to be the last card I take, is clarity. Clear vision is leading you forward. Have you been feeling uncertain? Clarity is emerging. Take action with confidence and trust in your path. Some of you may be considering letting go of a love situation because you may feel like you're not being recognized in the relationship, or you're recognizing that a relationship that you're in or a past relationship you were in that you probably have ended is providing you more clarity about how you may have been not valuing yourself, probably because you accepted more than you deserved. And you probably, and the one word that really sticks out to me with the clarity card is confidence. And so some of you may have felt like you weren't feeling very confident that you can have better. And I don't like saying that when it comes to relationships and love stuff because, you know, nobody's better. I mean, like there are people that are better for you than some people, but you can't say one person is better than another person, but you could find a better match. Someone who you align with more, who aligns with you. You know, where there won't be so much conflict, whether it's within the relationship itself or it's within you and your thoughts about the relationship, or even your thoughts about being in a relationship with someone. There may be something that you're also considering that you're not really sure about what you need to do. you're feeling a bit of uncertainty, and it could be with this past love situation, but it could also be with it could be something outside of love. It could be with like a career path, moving, being unsure about. It's something that you're not sure about. But this card is asking for you to take time to not rush into anything, right? Allow things, let the clouds, let the fog, let the dust settle so that you can see things clearly and then know what course of action to take. But it's also going to require you to be confident and trust that you're making the right decision. But if you're saying things for how they truly are rather than what you think or whatever confusing thoughts you're having, because the card does have, you know, clouds, right? So that can stand for confusion, right? So you just got to let the clouds pass and let things be illuminated the way they're meant to be, because I see this right here, the illumination over the head, but this is the admiration card. Maybe some of you have been in the shadows and saying that you're not completely happy, satisfied with where your life is, but it's becoming clear that, you know, in order for you to see the success or recognition that you want, you're going to have to put yourself out there, not hide in the shadows, not hide in the background. Okay. So when I was shuffling the sabotage card, maybe some of you have been sabotaging yourself in some way. This is the message of love oracle deck, but it says I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. So sometimes that lack of confidence, the lack of trust in yourself can be a cause of sabotage and be a source of sabotage in your relationships or in your endeavors, like whatever you want to do. Maybe because you're afraid, like I mentioned, like wanting to be seen, being recognized, and then underneath is gossip. Most people who are in this position to be recognized and seen, they are going to be fodder for gossip, you know? And maybe that it could be that. Maybe you don't want to be the subject of gossip, so you tend to stand more in the background, become a wallflower, and kind of blend into situations, blend into environments so that you aren't seen and recognized. But it could be this is something that you're doing onto yourself. So you're sabotaging yourself, you're sabotaging possible opportunities that may come to you that may allow you to be recognized in some way, right? Yeah, because it says, I'm afraid of what other people will think. This is interesting because sometimes people, and I was listening. I'm listening to the book Let Them, the Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and what she says, don't care what anybody thinks. Let them think what they want. And let me, and you fill in the blank. Let me do what makes me happy. Let me do what fulfills me. Let me do what drives me. You know, let them talk whatever they want to talk about. Say what they want to say, think what they want to think, but let me do what I want to do, you know? And maybe that could be something that's been holding you back in some way. You know, you've been thinking about how other people may view you, and that type of attention kind of scares you. It keeps you, it kind of forces you to make yourself feel small in some way. And it's interesting that this is a love oracle deck, but I'm just reading it about letting yourself shine, letting yourself be seen, you know. And it's interesting too because I recently posted a short where I was dancing, you know, because my inner child loves to dance. And me as a child, my inner child is who I was as a child, you know. But me as an adult, I get to do the things that my child self could not do. And I was dancing, you know. I could dance at home, but I wasn't allowed to like be seen dancing, you know. And I understand why, because of the way the world is, you know. But the thing is like dancing helps build my confidence, you know. It helps me not give a fuck about what anybody thinks about me. I can make my mistakes, I can laugh, I could have fun, I could take care of my body, take care of my soul, myself, my heart, you know. It's like, it's beneficial to me, you know. So like you being yourself, allowing yourself to be seen, not giving a fuck what other people think, what they say, is how you can free yourself from self-sabotaging habits, you know. It could also be guilt too. I feel pain from the damage I've caused, it says. But some people can feel a bit of guilt about wanting to be seen, wanting to be recognized, you know. And there should be no shame in wanting those things, you know. I don't know what person doesn't want to be seen. Even the person that wants to hide in the background and stuff still wants to be seen by somebody, you know. And that could be where it comes to love too, you know. Maybe you don't want everybody else's attention, but you just want that one person's attention, that specific person that you just like, your heart longs for, right? But it could be a past person with the let go love. So with the let go love, it could be you wanted to be seen by someone in the past, you know, and it's time for you to let that go and allow yourself to be seen by someone new. Allow somebody else to appreciate, accept, and enjoy who you are, and release the thought of somebody else seeing you. Because if you were in front of their face and they don't want to see you, who you are to them, or who you feel you are to them, you know what the thing is? Let them. You know, the thing is, like, you may be giving yourself this idea that you're more important, that you should have a more important place in somebody's life, but they may not see you that way. So you have to kind of let go of that idea and allow yourself to be seen and held by someone who is going to appreciate and value you and your time, your energy, you know, who isn't just going to, I don't want to say lead you on, because sometimes we could lead ourselves on, you know, and I ain't gone through this, you know, but sometimes you just gotta let things go and allow like something new to come in, something that could be more fulfilling and that you could also give to, but however they're reciprocating to you is matched, you know, that both of you could give to each other in an equal and fair manner, you know. So and that could be where the clarity is too. Maybe some of you may be feeling a bit of guilt, but more like an internal guilt that you've allowed yourself to, I want to say, or you may, it could be that if it's happened already. So if you are feeling guilty about something where you've sabotaged yourself and you were afraid what other people would think, and, you know, you kind of had yourself in a position where you weren't seeing things clearly, this is a time for you to let go of that too, you know, release that. Love on yourself, forgive yourself. And, you know, we all make mistakes, you know. We all make mistakes. That's normal. Yeah, like understanding. I see your side of the story. So it could be that, like, you could be having a better understanding of something or someone, their point of view, but then you're also saying the truth within yourself, that you're understanding yourself too. You're seeing your side of the story, and you're seeing somebody else's side of the story, and you're saying that possibly it's time to let things go, you know. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna end the reading there. This is very odd reading. I was not expecting this, but I hope it was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.